These things are actually the challenges are like which are like more than So it's time for interactions. The floor is open for any questions from the participants. Before we go, please feel free to ask the questions to our lecturer. We are free to answer. And before asking question, please introduce yourself. Okay? Yeah. I also happen to have expertise in AI and I've got again in government engineering. So I'm not China. I don't have any uh, opposition or support what we say, but slowly when this support, we get an app, a very good app from France. When you from France, will you and I be able to run that app? The same thing applies because our app happens to be in English. And a farmer can understand Hindi or Sanskrit. So we have a very good app, but how will it help? This is my issue. We should be able to convert the app in their language only that it will be okay. Maybe immediately actually it's we have before any kind of order if they are taking you can maybe to them form maybe they will see that attention and it's most of the things from also you see there's a gap from it to be which is maybe it's not it's It is a job in one with money, but it will not be of help in the application of ARC agriculture. It will be of help only if people persuade and tell our children that you go, these farmers using those apps and this only we can materialize the dream. That is what.
Yes, sir. First of all, sir, thank you for the wonderful presentation, sir. Yeah. Sir, I'm Ashish today here. So my question to you is that, sir, first of all, so sir, we are not tech students, right? So we don't belong to technical field, means government. As from the student point of view, so we are the students from the agriculture. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So we are not tech students right now. We are from the agriculture background, either from the science or from the PCMB or the PCB, right? So how we can correlate our studies with that of interactive, that generative AI, and what if, how we can sir, replicate the data and how we can incorporate ourselves into the system. So that if we know the this, how we can solve the business metrics kind of thing. So what is the role, means how we can incorporate ourselves into the yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sure. So what is the economic aspect? What is the economic aspect of what we do the work? And so, since it is very much possible, what is the ways to minimize the economic risk? Yes. I think that was, definitely. That's all. My request is you can all connect experts. They will be here now. You can connect with also. Okay. So it's you question for one. So now I kindly request our successor, to sit back himself to handle see so the next speaker, even I have a lot of this the person who got over to see is Dr. E. Danavansa, who is a principal scientist, PhD, and from now. So to celebrate the eve of generative AI in a particular style. So statement that's where how much you are using ChatGPT now? Where actually the getting is so it's one star generating AI and that's one. But you start thinking and send one of the tools, then I'll bring up with the GPT. Transforming ways people do research. So that is something everybody has to realize. So you will show you some of the things which can lead your productivity as a research students it's a research um, and getting really is changing a lot. Means what libraries sometimes ideas and ideas go to after the introduction of activities and what we are now. So that kind of change. So so I think talking about with my outline, I tell something about AI and India and where I'm doing today. Another part is more on transforming and to take panels. What are the tools which are available to improve your compatibility? This is really important because when you are a student or when you are doing research now, you don't use these tools. You are going to have a big disadvantage over them. So these are some of the things which you have to use it. The other thing is that when you are using it,
It is going to be, I'll show you something which I tried using ChatGPT and other large language models. I'll show you what is open and how much you can believe and what it can do, what it cannot do. And there are some issues which are there in using this in AI, particularly when you are going for communication and other. So these are some of the things which I am going to talk about. Uh, not going to see one of the things which before we move into generating AI, I think you must have all figured out this machine learning and other things. Basically, these are not new. We were all doing it earlier also. And the thing is that we were debating or we were digging in, uh, we were talking about that, okay, these are something which we want to include in our model. If you want to predict something, you want to predict something, so we have something like yield there. And then we want to know that how this yield is going to be affected by the type of inputs or the amount of input we are going to use. So we were thinking about our limitation means that okay, we can take up, okay, we can include these variables, input variables in our model and we can try some things. But mixed learning is that okay, you don't have to assume something fixed form. Let give the data, give the input variables, whatever data is available, and corresponding also data if you have. Then maybe data from the data you try to relate a model. So the idea is you back to, I think you can think of Newton was derived something what is called Newton forward integration of here about it. The idea is that any function can be approximated with polynomials. Polynomials means you have, if you have within, say, x is there, you can have x square. If you have two variables, x1, x2, then you can have x1, x2, x1 square, x2 square, x1, x2, so something. So this complex polynomial, if you have a complex relationship, you can fit a very complex polynomial. You don't have to think about those polynomials. Let the algorithm decide which polynomial or which kind of function will be useful for. But as a researcher, there is one big drawback is there that when you allow the machine to develop its own model, so one of the important aspects in this research is that we are not only interested in predicting, but we want to understand this function of the relationship. Because we can play these input variables. So that is what we call it as the explainability of the model. So if I change this input variable, what is the change occurring in my output variable? So this machine learning gives you something like what we call as a black box approach. Most of the machine learning models give you what is called as a black box. That is, you put something and something will come out. But what happens to it is that is not, you don't know. For certain problems, this approach works very well, but some place we think that it may not be enough, we need to know about that. But people are looking at what is called as explainable AI and other things are about that. Okay, you use AI, but you try to understand that role of this input will. Okay. Then the other thing is that there is something, these are some jargons if you are not familiar with it, then you will get overwhelmed with what is happening. I don't understand now. See, these are very simple things. There are, when you talk about machine learning, you talk about supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and then again we call it reinforced learning. So supervised learning is that what is called as a labeled data, which people use. Labeled data means you have something, what you want to predict. If you want to predict something, you know what you want to predict. The prediction may be something like a continuous variable like me, or something like a classification. Is the plant is affected by a disease or not? So that is yes, no kind of thing. Or you have multiple classifications. So, but you know the output variable for corresponding input variable data also you have. So you build a models. This is what we call as a supervised learning. In unsupervised, we don't have that kind of input and output, that kind of separation is not there.
but you are trying to understand, okay, what is the structure which is available in the day. And reinforce the learning is that you try to understand, okay, it is something like a robot, you might have seen walking robot, a robot which is walking around inside a car. So they try to make sure that it knows, okay, how to walk. You said that on Monday. But they try to learn how, make the robot understand that, okay, if it meets an obstacle, it can't go. So it has to understand that, okay, that is happening, if it sees a wall or if it sees something, it has to go. It is a penalty. In the beginning, it will be hitting the wall, but after some time, it will learn that, okay, I need to move ahead. I need to turn something so that I can avoid this eventually. So you can really have to give the modern man something like appreciation. You sometimes people use this word phrase carrot and stick. So if you do something good, you give a carrot. If you done something bad, you give it with a stick. So this is what we call it as a carrot and stick approach. So in machine learning technology, they will say that incentives and penalties. If it does something wrong, you penalize the model. If it does something good, you give some incentive in terms of increasing the score or something like that. So this is great. And so the techniques, people even though say supervised learning and supervised learning, the techniques are probably some of the techniques you might have already seen use something like regression and logistic regression. And there are other tools are there for supervised learning. For unsupervised learning, you have clustering and other things there are unsupervised learning because it's not part of the curriculum. And reinforced learning connections. There is that I think you might have seen, you might have played a video game where you have a breaking games. I think you might have seen, where there is a ball bouncing on some obstruction, right? And you know that you are moving in a small piece, so it will be moving with you control, and your objective is to break the algorithms. Alright. So people have tried, this is from Google's DeepMind, well, you know, and people are that black screen is coming from this and save the thing and then click on this. Really is not wrong. So, this revenue is not showing, and I will tell you what has happened is that they just program it that what needs to be done. They did not tell anything about what's to do. So the score appears on the top. So the objective is to maximize that score. So very basic information is given to the model, and the model has to learn from doing this task repeatedly. Computers are meant for that, doing the task repeatedly without doing any, without getting tired or so within 20 minutes, within about 20 minutes is what felt like a normal video. It is trying without understanding, it is just moving here and there, and it is using them. After 2 hours of training, the model is playing like a experienced player. It is just moving and very fast. It is being able to operate at fast pace. But after 4 hours of training, you can see that you just find out the strategy that you are to hit the ball at the same place, so that you make a hole in the wall, and then once the ball goes to the top, then you don't have to move your the bottom stick. It is playing, it is bouncing on the head, and it is just creating the bricks on the top. So you can see that about 4 hours of training, it has learned. It has learned on its own that this is the kind of thing which you can do. So this is what we call it as one application of reinforcement. But these reinforced learning are in the users. Uh, Initially, it is not meant for the tasks which we are usually doing it, but people are working on it. There are a lot of things which are going on now.
Because if this is successful, then you won't have to approach any problem with a new algorithm or a new model. You can tell the genetic task and then you can go on and do it. So this is something which uh, the traditional machine learning or traditional artificial intelligence has. So let me move to generative AI. Generative AI is that really speaking of this training that it can generate content. So it uses what is called as large language models. These large language models, one of them is ChatGPT. Now, for example, we had a workshop. On that workshop, I just was trying playing out with various things. Then I also get create an email format training tool. So this is the image which is generated. It was not generated by me. The image which is shown here, it was generated by artificial intelligence generated into Microsoft Design. So I gave the keyword I gave a image for um, training on the media. This is the image which is generated. Now, I will just keep your observation on this image. Do you think it is good or bad? Let us come back to the day. Whether this image is good or what are your thoughts on this? Okay. And it is all, again, generative AI is not new. We were knowing it from different names. Like, for example, if you are use the Google Assistant, in the way back it was available in 2006, they were all available. But we were not, but now when ChatGPT OpenAI announced it in on 2022 November 30th, people have started because we improved one day on sequence system. People have started looking at what is inside the what is not like for. And there was a question that how we translate. I sometimes use it because I'm not very fluent in Hindi, particularly reading. So I just, if I find I can read it very slowly. So if I want to complete something constantly, then I will copy it and paste it in Google Translate to English and then try to see that so that I can really my time. Not reading each and every line. So that is something which we were all using. Um, so this large language model, I not know, I think I will just explain to you, these large language models are the basis of whatever you are talking about related there. So these large language models are very big machine learning deep learning models which uses several parameters or several billions of parameters. They train down whatever sources which are available. And then it provides you an interface where you can ask a question or you can interact with it as you are interacting with it. So there are so many other Gemini is one cloud. You may not have used it. It is available, I think, in mobile also. So let me how it works. What is that? If you can read this question, can you fill this blank? What is your guess? Anybody? Not able to guess? Okay. So let me tell how large language model will answer for this kind of question. What word it is doing. So first you can see there is something like button in here, right? Button corresponds to many things. Right? It could be a button which is there on a switch, button maybe a calling bell, button maybe very seasonal. When you are mobile app, you are on button on watching. So button gives you a lot of choices, but it is not going to answer that, right? The second keyword is fit. So can you narrow down, click and button? What comes to your mind? Mouse. Mouse is the next word. Okay, you have narrowed down from so many options or buttons, you have narrowed down to mouse. Also, there are other apparatus which you may say that click, right? But the third keyword is focus. So when you are talking about mouse clicking, you are not going to talk about focus, right? So now focus, click and button, what it tells camera. So you are something like you want to take a photo. So to take a photo, you need to focus and then you have to click a button, right? So that is how we try to link. So these are all what is called as a token. So when you ask a question, it will pick up those tokens and then it will try to identify that what could be the most probable answer for most probable solution for the question which you have asked. So it is all building up on these tokens. Unfortunately, the problem with large language model is it does not understand. So it can understand from one context a number, say for example 700. It will understand that 700 is a number. In another context, 701 is there. It will not understand that 701 is there. It may think that 7 is one digit, 0 is another digit, 1 is another. 7 is an image, 0 is another image, 1 is another. But it will not make some kind of connection between 700 and 700. Because if you learn 701 in on a different context, 700 is another context and it may not be able to do it. So that is the problem with these large language. So coming to AI on research, two things are happening. One is we are able to generate a lot of data with a fraction of cost. If people are not able to grow with the costly and all other things. But the amount of growth can capture, right? And if you equate that data which if you are doing manually, then the cost of raw data is very, very less. So you can acquire data and you can acquire data in areas where we never thought into a research that we can handle this much detailed data can be possible. So that is one thing which is driving use of AI in agriculture and farming areas. The second aspect is that you have a computing power at a very, very low cost. So that is another one. And the algorithms are becoming more and more powerful. Deep learning is one. And another major aspect is that MPPT and large language models have shown that it is possible to infer from largely unstructured data. So largely unstructured data in the sense that we take our say for example, advanced people are farm advanced where it is going to come. It is going to come from your package of practices, right? Package of practices which university is releasing every year or every time. They are saying, okay, for this particular crop, this is the package of practices. So that is a document, right? It is not in any machine understandable form. Sometimes it is calm and it is sometimes it is in other form. So you have to understand how to get the insight from it. Morning, the vice chancellor was telling you can do everything, right? So how it is going? So these are something like gaining, gathering insight from unstructured data. We call it as unstructured data because it is all text. How I wrote the same thing is different from how you write, right? So that is oh. So there are many applications. I'll just show you a few of them. One is I'm not going to show you guys. You can look at it, those who are working in bioinformatics and other things, can see you can use this. It was one of the application of this learner, it's working for, uh, sorry, AlphaFold, which is for finding out the structure of the protein. You can just input your sequence data, it can produce you what is the protein structure, which is not seen or which is not known. It can tell you that how much confidence you have on each of the fold, where you have low confidence, or where you have sure that this is the structure of protein. So this is a kind of application which people were trying for a long time. They are all possible now for deep learning. There is one WHO document is there. I'm leaving this slides to the answers. You can share it copy. There is a document by WHO which is documented where genetic AI can be used in healthcare. Very detailed report which contains that where it can use, what are the challenges, how, what are the other issues which will use, which will come if you start using generative AI. And this is another area where generative AI is used to be made. This is another one interesting study you can look at whenever you have some time. See, in business, people talk about negotiations. Negotiations means that if you are selling something to another, how you interact with it. So if two people, one person is selling, another one to bargaining. So then in business term, that is negotiation. So using the facial expressions of the two people, they were able to say that the first 5 minutes of that interaction decides that that is where the most of the variation. So everything beyond that is not going to tell you anything more. So this is the kind of insight people are getting in using the technology, using the algorithm like deep learning and other things that they are able to do that. Think about it. The new income is supposed to be a very dry subject. People talk about give lot of theories that all the things of your body language and other things. But this is what the technology is doing also. So I come to this, the tools. There are a lot of tools which are available. I don't know how many of you have used any of these. Have you used something like connected papers? Have you heard of this? Or elicit.com, elicit, then open knowledge maps. Many of these tools are free and these are really, really powerful. If you are going for research, if you are starting your research, start using my advice, start looking at it. There are a big number of videos are there on YouTube. You can learn usual tools. I'm just introducing this, but you can learn yourself this. Nothing is there to do. You have to use them as a tool, which is something like a screwdriver or any other tool you can think of. You need to know what is a screwdriver and what it can do. If you know this much, then you can start using it while you are trying your job. So, so some of this you can use it as a personal research. Um, those who are in the English area, you may not have a research assistant, or you may not even have a student. So these tools can serve you as a personal research assistant because you have to just use, you can, I'll show you one or two time formats that you just have to enter your UI and that's all. It will try to, it will try to find out the literature, you can synthesize them into your recipe paper and can read what are the references, how they are coming from, how one is the strength of these curriculum, it is very high or it is very all this. And also, you can find out what is the most important papers in any area which you are doing. Alright, so maybe you have come across a single research paper as of now, but you don't have any idea about what is the most important paper in that area. So this you can connect it to that because that most seminar papers will be having interaction with several people simultaneously. So you can provide that, you can access those particular one very quickly. And of course, you can, because English is not our first language, so we always have a problem in writing. So these can help you to write clearly, like check the grammar and all that. And of course, in meetings, people are now using, because they are people used to write the proceedings, right? There used to be a reporting like this workshop. You will assign somebody as a rapporteur, they will write them and they will come and present it. Now there is no need of rapporteur. If you record, there are tools even in Zoom and other meeting of this one. After the end of the meeting, you can generate a synthesis of what was discussed and what are the actual. So that kind of transcript, how you can have a complete transcript of the videos. I think you might have seen in many YouTube videos where the even translations are not. So people are speaking in one language, you don't understand that language, you say that okay, you translate real time translation. So these kind of transcripts are uh, this is one tool, open arguments. What it does is that any topic you give, keyword you give, or paper you give, it finds most 100 most relevant and it can also produce something like this. So I give a keyword, and then in that keyword, for example, I give a keyword as predictive AI indicators. But that was that keyword which I just entered it, and it has shown, you can see that each circle represents one theme, and in each theme there are certain papers which are associated. And you can also understand if you don't know anything about this subject also, you can understand that okay, what are the fields in which this is a broad keyword, within that broad keyword, which particular aspects are more important. The size of the circle tells you how important are they. Okay? So you can see here mathematical modeling and other things. You may not be able to read it properly, but you can see that there are some fields and that circles, some circles are there. And you can, on each circle, if you click on that, it can list out the papers which are there. From the topic, it has come to, it has able to classify it and group it as a areas, and then from the area, it is able to generate this kind of. The The another useful tool is connected papers. Connected papers, again, it is very, very good. You can even, uh, this is connectedpapers.com is your website. Up to 5 you can do per month, 5 diagrams per month you can generate it. After that, if you are to wait for 1 month, up to that 5 diagrams per month is free. Of course, you can use 100 email, you will get another 5. So there is nothing it is going to restrict you, but it is only for 1 month. So you will generate 2 per month and then you can proceed for. Now, it produces an output like this. So I have given one. I was working with a student for with annual reading models. So we had a paper and then we wanted to know that okay, what are the papers which are and we wanted to see. So it is so to see on the top my original paper is there. So I need to give only the URL or the title of my paper, you can identify and you can generate all these papers, what are related papers. Now I don't have to go to the library or I don't have to do anything. I just sit in my computer and then look at these papers. Some of the papers may not be highly relevant, but you can it provides you the abstract, it has a free. If the article is free, you can download, you can see the full PDF also. Everything is available. I don't have to ask anybody word. I don't have to ask. I don't have to go to anybody to ask about what are the most important papers, what are the correct papers. Exactly. and it is much better than some of the paid databases we used to have, like Scopus, Web of Science, and other things. Because you just search, and it is something like a Google search engine. It will provide you all the papers which are related. But this provides you in a very convenient way to look at how the papers are related and how to get it. This will be very useful when you are starting your anything, you are entering into a new area and come across one single paper and then you want to see it. You want to proceed further in that and then you want to understand that what kind of works it. Uh, the other one is this insightful AI. This is also very, very good. I'm not able to show it, but you can use it. It provides you even a summary of what it is and then citation and other things. Even for your own paper, earlier people used to go to Scopus or anything to understand how Google started. It provides you a very convenient summary of whatever citations and many articles which are there you can do. These are many of them are for review. Um, this is another research rabbit is another tool. Uh, one advantage with the research rabbit is if you are using a reference manager and it's okay, you know how much you are using it. If you don't use it, then start looking for this reference manager manually or number reference manager. It is very useful for you. Of course, this is not I'm really glad to, but it's a researcher you should work on. It provides you a timeline or a network diagram is what I showed you that the last is timeline is it will show in 90s, 2000s, what that is a car. It will list in that, so it helps you to understand. Uh, this one is really a proper linear tool, you can say. And the problem is that it is not free. What it does is that you give a paper, it will resemble like what other tools I was telling you. It will list out all the papers and all the tasks you need to be um, it will extract what is the summary of this research paper. It can tell you what are the limitations of this study, what are the major findings of this study. Everything it will extract and it will give you. But it is a paid cycle. You can't use it. This is something like 5,000 friends, and once you start adding, suppose you add limitations of a study. So these people use sometimes for what is called as meta-analysis. I think I put my read about this meta-analysis analysis. So for me, they use these tools. Um, and, when I do that, one most important tool is perplexity, that one which is there. It is also a very good relating AI tool. This provides you again summary of research papers in a very nice way, and it is completely free. Completely free. I think you don't even need to uh, create an account. Many of these they will ask you to create an account. I think Perplexity does not even ask you to create an account. So that is something which you can run. Um, this another tool, Chat PDF. Chat PDF is that it is similar. You can upload a PDF and get it. The another tool which has come, it is of course it is a commercial tool which is called Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. Uh, with the advantage of Microsoft Copilot is that it is your document will not go outside of your organization. So your documents, even you can use your confidential document. So it's another chat video from other things. What I say that if I am writing something, if I upload it on chat PDF or anything, if I do, the document will go to it. So which many organizations may not agree that our confidential information goes outside. So Microsoft will come up with a tool called Microsoft Knowledge, where the starting something like 24,000 to 24,000 staff. And it's 24,000. I've seen a demo of Copilot from Microsoft. You can, you just show that the budget speech of the finance minister, he uploaded it and gave the summary of this in just 1 minute. So that's the kind of tools which are. Uh, these are some writing tools. I have not used it. I've seen the free version. It is not very good, but if you have some problem in writing, then these tools will be used. There are lots of tools are there. I'm not going to that, but I've not seen them how it will be, how what about. Uh, but you have to understand. I've given you a lot of tools, but don't quote me that if you end up with a problem that I have recommended this tool and you are used it. So you have to understand the pitfalls of using generative AI. Right? So this is one classic example. Somebody asked, uh, you can see that one of the problem with that ones. And it has given the source house. It has given the source house. Uh, the other aspect is people are really, some people are really against this, against in the sense that they are asking people to realize the environmental cost, social cost, and other aspect of using this large language model because of the bias it can have. There was a book which came in 2016, even before ChatGPT and other things came. Normal machine learning model, how much bias it can have. So let me come back to that question about that image which I have created using this. Now, if you recall, I want to go back, I don't want to see. If you recall that photo, you are seeing all male members are sitting there, right? And all wearing coat and tie. So it expects that in a training program, only male will come, and all were looking like European or Africans, right? And no women. So you can see the bias you see represented. Right? Because it was trained with those kind of images, it's really trying to create that kind of images. So it has an inherent bias. That is what is bad. This book was really way back in 2016 when ChatGPT and other things were not. So it shows that it has identified, it's more likely to identify people from certain age, race, age. It will identify, and if there are a lot of cases are there in this Indian information has very drastically to identify people from color in other people. So I don't know, I remember the story. I tell you what my interaction with the one was the release status of my when ChatGPT was announced. I was having this in my mind because I'm a trainer. So I thought that whether my job will be problem, whether I will become unemployed. Because ChatGPT can do all the things, then what is the need for more? Right? Then I read one article where they were saying that this because it's a big issue in educational institutions, particularly in primary and secondary, particularly in the secondary, not in primary, but in secondary state, and also in in both, particularly in secondary education, teachers are very much aware that students are using these tools to complete their homework, they're not using them and all. There. And then there are lot of tools which can identify negative reflections. So I thought, and then that paper gave me a different orientation. He said that, look, if you say that students are not going to use ChatGPT or other tools, it's not going to work. You tell whatever you want to tell, they are going to use. So these tools will be there and will be used. So as a teacher or as a trainer, it is your duty to tell the students or to tell the user that how to use it. Correct. So they were saying that okay, I was a professor teaching a coding class. So he was saying that okay, I told them that okay, you use chat and you analyze the code and then you tell that whether the code is correct or not. Whatever is there, you don't you write it and you run it. You use the ChatGPT for executing your code and then you do it. Your answer should be whether ChatGPT is correct or not, or how you write, how you convert the problem into a text to ChatGPT engine and get the answer and evaluate the answer and answer it in that way. Not that if I give you a problem, you just write the code and then submit it. That is not my view, not my practice, that we development. He said that initially students were struggling, but over a period of time, they understood what are the limitations of ChatGPT, and then they also understood what to ask, and they also understood that how much you can believe on the answers given by ChatGPT. So this is what, and then I thought that let me try out because there was a training program for studying. So I thought that okay, let me ask ChatGPT. I wanted to tell the trainers that the training that okay, you can use ChatGPT because I'm not going to cover how many aspects of statistical analysis. So I want to give you a task, you do it yourself. So before introducing it, I thought that okay, let me use ChatGPT. Let me ask a question and see that what kind of code it does to the journey. So I was using so I asked, it is something like a factorial library with two partners. One partner is writing the something with the and he wants outline numbers in R. So it gave me a code. Of course, I know how to analyze it in R. Then I said, okay, how to interpret it. It gave very nice answers. If you take this presentation and you think on this, you will see my interaction with ChatGPT. So it identified the code. Then I said that can you give a simulator code? So it generated the data and it has said that these are the step of codes is doing. Then I ran. I know that it is wrong. One function was wrong. So I copied the error and then I asked ChatGPT again. This is giving you an error. Then he said, I am trying, you try this. That was also wrong. So several rounds of interactions were there. Then finally I realized to not impatient from my thinking. Then when I use this one, I just go towards the correct answer. Then it said, yes, yes, you can use it. Again, it was wrong. Then it said that you have to consult a statistician. Right? That was the answer not like what he gave. But it came up to later on, let us see when the faculty was a very initial search. I asked people in Germany also the same question. It also came up to that, but again, what I was asking is something what is called as a blueprint. Okay? Those who have done Indian analysis might have seen on the treatment means some letters will be put on the top. That is our group letters are common letters. So it was not able to find. It was not able to locate that particular function which would do. So until my time was looking, my job is secure for this kind of 3 4 years. So the next one is I just asked what about our institute? What are the answers? Because you are very nice answer. Then I asked, what is the course fee? Is there any course on this topic? Should identify the course this one, then I asked what is the training. Then it gave me a name, something, I mean, it's a figure, something 11,700 versus 7,070. And then rupee, $239 for international participation. Nowhere in our training program we charge 11,700. And that whatever training fee we are putting, it does not involve doing it once, but probably this one we see that the fee includes only and now. This is the answer which is given. See, it is taken way back 1,11,170 and now it came, I don't know, when 2,239 years now it came, I don't know, nowhere in our story is. Right? So it can, this is something what is called as hallucination of generative AI. You have to be very careful about the things which you can do. This paper came, this news came about a week ago. Let's see, I think it came on something like 18th October. So the tools which says that it can identify whether the text is written by generating AI itself is wrong. This came in Bloomberg on 18th October. And the issue is that the same, the biasness of your generating AI tools is very high. See, the way non-native English speakers write a sentence is completely different from the native English speaker write. So it's what this article claims that most of the tools, even if they have 1% or 2% error is there, it can affect certain students, certain part of the students more as compared to others. So these kind of biases you have to be very careful about this when you are using it. So the connected papers and other things you can still use it because it connects, but don't think that that is the only review I will do. I will, I will use these tools. If I use these tools, my review is complete. Don't think in that way. There will be lot many papers which may be there, but it can reduce your time load. It can reduce your time taken to complete your review. All these things. So don't believe in any references which is totally. Alright, I've seen one another context they asked many studies available in this area. It gave one reference, and that reference was not there at all. It seems one advocate learned it very painfully in US that he relied on ChatGPT to exactly turn on an important court case. It generated cases, something like in legal, like in reference we quote past studies, right? In legal cases also they quote past. Those cases were never existed. They are not good. But it has given very convincing and it has given the answer that in this particular case, this was a reason. When the judge and the opposite party tried to see that reference, it was not enough. Right? And this again, with people with some happened in this is something which I was telling you that it is still not understanding what is a number or what is the oh, the next one is that you are always understand that the today average data and getting that one out. The algorithm bias is always going to be there. I don't bring this bias involved. The last part, I'll be told you that information. So don't believe that anything which is coming from AI generated text is correct because it can give you a convincing answer which is completely wrong. So don't think that you can use the whatever activity or generated text as final, but you can use them. You have to use them wisely. You can use them wisely, then you see your productivity will the productivity will increase and your quality of your output also will increase. So with this, thank you very much. And thanks to the system of inviting me to this videos. Thank you very much.
Right. Yes, the question was very informative. And as Dr. A. Mandapal has said, he is leading his slides here. So after this workshop, we are clearing the slides with you, and it will make it talk. So make it too short, like we have a person, you can take one or two, make it short. Any questions? Yes? Yes, there is no question. I would like to invite Dr. K. Joyce, Professor of Political Statistics and Education, to come forward and handle a moment of honor. Thank thank you, Joyce, for hello. So maybe our industry will do your mind. We have 45 minutes of slot to take the lunch. First of all, alignment has been done behind the plans of the department. In this plan, so we will get some here resumed by two traditional. Okay? Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.